Hey guitar players, it's Andy here at Cutting Edge Guitar, and in this lesson I'm actually not going to do any playing whatsoever. I'm just going to be answering a question that I've been asked by loads of students over the years, which is the whole, how do you find the time? And it's a time management issue. So let's talk about this. When I was really practicing my arse off when I was a young lad, I think I started taking the guitar the most serious when I was about 17. So 17 up to about 20, I was really playing a lot of guitar. I started playing guitar when I was 13. So for the first sort of 4 years, I was messing around with the guitar, like around school, football. So when you're at school, you've got homework to do, you've got probably a girlfriend or a boyfriend to see, you've got all your homework to do, you've got, you play for a couple of football teams maybe, you're also interested, you've got a PlayStation, like nowadays everyone's got a phone and all of that stuff. There's distractions galore. But I used to probably play for an hour, 2 hours a night when I was that age. I'm not that old that I don't remember a time of having all of the gadgets. I mean, I'm lucky enough that I think I was playing a PlayStation, but I don't really know. I can't even remember what version of the PlayStation. It was probably PlayStation 2 when I was 17. But we were into gaming. And like I say, I had a girlfriend and I was playing football, all of that sort of stuff. But I somehow managed to find the time to play. Like I'd probably come in from school and start playing or something like that. And what I was playing though, it wasn't particularly structured or scheduled or anything like that. I was just getting better by playing songs and all that sort of thing. But at 17, everything changed. I was like, right, I want to be a guitarist. That probably came from a very shit experience when I left school at 16 and started working, and I was working full time and all the rest of it, and I was like, I'm barely playing guitar at all now. I don't like this. I need to play guitar all the time. So at 17 I started taking lessons from a different guitar teacher. My second guitar teacher, he was young as well, obviously really wanted to push me really hard and see some results, and I was like, I need to be playing guitar at least 5 hours a day. If I'm not playing guitar 5 hours a day, I ain't going to get any better. So how did I find the time at 17? Well, it was really easy because I was at college and you get free periods and all of that stuff. So even when I was in college, if there was a time where there was no lecture or whatever they called it at the time, just go down to the soundproof booths and practice. And I was just practicing technique, just loads and loads of technique because I knew I wanted to shred. So just practicing technique for hours and hours a day with a metronome, blazing up and down scale things and all that stuff. That was easy. 18, 19, probably still at college and all that sort of stuff, working towards my grade 8. But at this point, you've got a job, you've got, there's other commitments, like you want to get in trouble, go and see girls, or, go down the pub with your mates and get absolutely blotsky and all the rest of it. So how do you fit it all in? Well, there's still just the spare time. When you're that age, the easiest thing to do, don't watch loads of shit on the telly. If you don't watch loads of shit on the telly, you can play the guitar. Or if you insist on watching loads of shit on the telly, play your guitar in front of the TV. Just sit there noodling around and all of that stuff. That really sort of, it's a way of practicing exercises and all that stuff. If what you want to do is just get limbered up, is you can do it in front of the TV. So anyway, music college and all of that stuff. Music college became hard to fit practice in because you're spending so much time actually in college. You're playing guitar all of the time, and but not necessarily sitting down diligently practicing. So that was tough. But then when I started working, I started teaching in schools and all of that stuff. What I did, I was quite clever in one way, in that I made my job about playing the guitar. So whenever there's a break, there's always a break in the day. There's someone doesn't show up, or so-and-so's off sick, or there's a school trip or something. You can practice. There's time to sit there and just do some other work that's not the work, if that makes sense. I mean, what you don't do is you don't sit around whenever there's some free time. You don't sit around doing fuck all, like, because that's dumb. Like, whenever you've got some free time, do something productive. But obviously, as I say again, in my 20s, that sort of stuff, I still found it fairly easy. But then when I started working nights, daytime, you have a family, you know, you're running a business, there's more things that are like, that require your time. It then becomes really hard. And that's when you have to find the time. Okay, so a lot of people that are sort of my age, I'm 34 now, I teach people sort of mainly my age, older, you know, a lot of guys in their 50s that are still working really hard and all that sort of stuff. They will quite often say, oh, it's just really hard finding the time. I'm like, what have you been watching on Netflix recently? And then they'll be like, oh, I've just been watching that, I don't know, insert the name of this series or whatever it is. And you're like, well, that's an hour a night that you can be playing your guitar. And they're like, oh yeah, but what? Do you want to be a good guitar player or not? So then the next thing is also, oh, well, you know, I've got my wife and this, that, and the other. Well, your wife what? Play in front of the telly. Like, you know, like, I play in front of the TV. My wife doesn't moan at me. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, it's sort of just a bit excusey. Or, oh, like, well, another one, like the wife thing, you know, all that stuff. Well, play when she's in bed. Oh yeah, but I need my 8 hours sleep, all that sort of stuff. No, you don't. Actually, you need 6. Like, if she goes to bed at 10, that's when you start practicing your guitar. Go to bed at 12. And you might say, oh, you're a hypocrite, Ant. Well, it's actually 28 minutes past 11 right now as I look at the clock. And that's how I'm finding the time to make these videos, is because I'm not sitting in front of Netflix. So there's that. And you know, there's some things that you can't ditch. You've got to go to work, you've got to eat, there's going to be some jobs around the house that you have to do and all of that stuff. But what you have to do is sweep out the stuff which is total nonsense. Don't scroll through TikTok. Don't sit there watching crap on the telly. Or you know, just don't sit there chatting to your mates, like on WhatsApp constantly. Bing, 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 bing. Football, that's another one. I used to love football when I was a youngster. Football, yeah, absolutely love it. You sit there watching football now. What are you doing? When you think about it, really, what you are doing is investing your time in a bunch of other guys who are making shed loads of money doing what they're enjoying. And you're not getting any better at what you want to do, which is this thing, you know. This, you can sit down and practice. Whatever you put in, you're going to get out. The more you practice, the better you're going to be, etc., etc. And that's it. So anyway, the point is, this starts sounding like a lecture, which it kind of is, but it's one of those things where you hear a lot of people say, oh, I can't do it, I haven't found the time, but the time is there. Like, you know, it is there. And I'm not saying that I'm not perfect with my time. I don't practice as much as I should. I should be practicing absolutely loads, but I still find the time. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, you've just got to do it. You just got to be really disciplined. Like, if you look within and just go, what can I cut out and replace like that time with my guitar time? So there we go. Anyway, guys, I'm trying to be helpful here. I'm hoping that it's not coming across as preachy and all of that stuff, but I think sometimes you just do need someone to give you a bit of a kick up the backside. And, you know, I might even watch this video back myself, and hopefully I'll be going, you've said all of that, Ant. It's about time you practice what you preach. So there we go. I hope it's been helpful, guys. And if so, drop a like on it, subscribe to the channel, and come and see me over at Cutting Edge Guitar, my online learning platform, where I can teach you an absolute shed load about how to play this wonderful instrument. Okay, guys, that's it for now. Take care. See you later.